Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a PMC run through Shoreline here that will go as a partner piece to my scav loot run video. This is kind of a weird spawn for it. Let me... I don't think anyone spawned up there. So, this is kind of a bizarre spawn for Shoreline. So, check that box there. So we want to be careful because there's multiple spawn points over in this area. And there are spawn points up here, but I don't know... So, let's see. If anyone did spawn up there, I don't see them. Okay. So with this one, we gotta kind of do a little bit of a modified run. Normally, I like going along the back fence and hitting the various stashes that are that way. But with where I spawned, I think it's gonna be really hard to hit those and not run into PMCs. Remember, the big goal of this is to avoid fights, even against scavs, because you're going in for loot. So with this, I think I'm gonna mostly be farming duffels over in the village. I don't really want to go up there. Very easily could have PMCs heading up there. Okay. So normally for a run like this, you also want to run with a pistol over a bolt action. I'm trying to continually level my sniper skills since it's my goal this wipe. We do have the stash right here. Okay, that's some value right there. I haven't found a bear plushie yet this wipe. So those shots will probably alert people that if they are up at weather station, which I haven't heard any shots yet, but they might be up there, they know that I'm relatively close. I think that was... Oh no, it's a scav. Okay. Thought it was a PMC. Because I don't know if that's a scav down there shooting at me or if that's a PMC. Shit. Fuck. I think it's a PMC. Fuck. Okay, so I can't do my normal thing of going through the power station like I would if I was a scav. I've shot a few rounds off. If you use suppressed weapons, this becomes a lot easier because you can take those shots at scavs and you're not as likely to be heard. So we got one duffel bag. So we're not going to go inside, but we are going to check the duffels because they're quick. I think there's someone inside there right now. I heard movement. So we don't want to wait too long. So, once again, loot. We are here for loot more than anything. If we are going for kills, I would have probably sat there or waited. But I'm doing this video to kind of show one of the routes that I take for loot from east to west. With where I spawned, I couldn't hit like half the normal stash that I do, and that's going to happen. If I spawn while we're here on this side of the map, and I spawn near a lighthouse, it cuts down the amount of stashes and stuff that I do hit. So the big thing is to just always try to be aware of where you are, the sounds around you, know where certain enemies will spawn. I have heard, I don't know, I have yet to run into them this way. I have heard those specialized scavs, the rogue equivalent, I can't remember what they're called. They are still spawning, so keep an eye on spine if you're doing this on shoreline. Let's see, construction stash. Okay. So far this is, it's not an amazing run, but it's not a bad run. I've heard enough movement over on that side to think that possibly everyone's either up at the resort or no one spawned on this side, which can happen. Since I made a beeline for this side of the map, thought I just heard steps on wood.
Yeah, basket.
I was hearing something. Apparently, is that guy, which is weird because where he came from. Alright, no duffel there. What ears am I... Oh, I'm wearing I'm wearing the razors. I normally wear sword, and so sound is like slightly off for me right now. So if you can get into this house before anyone else, it's got a safe in it. Super good. And then this up here is also safe. Try to be efficient about my space management. I'm usually really bad about it. So, once again, this is all based on how comfortable you are. Hit these jackets as well. Ghost isn't that great. Matches ain't that great. So from here, if I'm coming from this direction, use this ground to your advantage. And we're going to do the same thing we did on the scav run. These are kind of risky to hit, but they're usually worth it. Toolbox is not that great. It's a battery. It's a mask. So far this run is... it's about middle of the road. I will have, as with the last video, I'll have a running counter for how much rubles I've got coming in on the run. It's going to start off smaller because that initial counter for the scav run counted the equipment that was on me, since I do sell it. We are missing a stash there. Alright, I haven't heard any gunshots behind me. So I think I'm safe to check through this area. Okay, Geiger counter. It's value, super value right now. I think someone's been through here, because I don't believe that door starts open. So if you're coming through the village, I did not know that this box existed until like halfway through last wipe. I've found tons of good stuff in here. Is this level 3? Level 3. We're gonna move that up there. And then we'll check these jackets. Alright, got some bolts. Another bar of chocolate. I use those to make sugar, so it's never a bad thing. No keys this round, but some decent loot there. we get rid of the matches. Oh, there's a bag in there. First bag I've seen in here over the wipe. Marlboros. Alright, so we're gonna check 2 more things and then we're getting out. I have not heard anything and that always kind of worries me. We're gonna dump that. Alright, and this last stash here. This one used to not be very well known, and then some folks made some videos. Alright, we're gonna grab those just because it's loot to sell. I shouldn't check this. Just risky. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. That's 15,000. So we'll grab that. All right. So rather than I don't know if it's a scav, a player scav, or a PMC. But I'm getting out. I think it's scav. Okay. So I will do the whole total. I'll throw that up on the stream. So that run ended up being about 380,000 rubles profit that was dedicated to just soul looting. No hunting for kills, no questing, just looting. And now that kit is entirely paid for. While it is nice to also loot while questing and getting kills, doing quests and hunting for kills puts you at more risk of dying, and then you lose your loadout, which is why I actually had my loadout count on the side there. That way you can kind of understand the risk-reward ratio. Now, the loadouts can always be made cheaper by going through and using barter items rather than just buying straight out for rubles. Most of the gear that I have is actually done through barter. The most expensive piece of my kit that I still spend rubles on is most likely going to either be the optic or it's going to be the actual ammo for the Gorniste. AP TAC ammo is still going for about 2,000 to 3,000 rubles a bullet on the flea market. So it is a very expensive gun to shoot when you're trying to save up for the 2.5 million rubles for the Stash 2 upgrade, which is what I'm doing right now. The other big recommendation that I have is that once you get back into your stash, sell everything that you got on the run, unless you know that you're going to be needing it right away. There are a few exceptions to that. tank batteries because of how big and bulky they are. If you find one in raid and you manage to get it out, hold on to those because they are such a pain to get. Let me know what map you want to see me do these two runs, a scav run and a PMC loot run on next, and I'll start working on that right away. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch, especially all the way to the end where I do this kind of ending spiel. Hit that like button, subscribe so that way you can see when I'm putting out more videos on these kinds of run, and then leave a comment down below if there's anything else you want to see me go over, whether it be hideout upgrades, questing tips, stuff like that. Thanks for watching, guys.